So as you remember from my community post, I posted the screenshot from my previous game, from my yesterday game for Jhin, and I was asking you whether we won or lost. And after watching this crazy gameplay, you will know whether you were right or wrong. So let's not waste any minutes, let's dive right in. So this is one of the strangest games you will see ever. Firstly, because I have any support, as you already noticed, which is already a terrible mistake, especially in this team comp. Secondly, because I have Jungle Garen, which is the second mistake, because you in general don't want to pick Jungle Garen, because Garen is not a jungler, he is a top laner, he is a turret pusher, he is a split pusher, so you don't pick Jungle Garen. Remember this, don't do this ever again, especially if you're not sure what you are doing. And we already got our first death. Annie died super silly. Maybe she doesn't know that she has a look into her HP bar, but I don't know what happened. This was just super stupid death of her. And in general, she will be playing super poor, and I don't know how she even is on the master rank, to be honest. Nothing personal, Annie, if you're watching this, but I'm sorry. You don't want to pick any support if you are not 100% sure that you are a good any support. There is one thing you playing any mid, and this is another thing when you pick any support. I need a good support in order to carry the game, you know? Because their Ashe, it is not a classic support as well, but their Ashe is good. Their Lucian is good, and my Annie is bad, so I decided to pick a strategy to not overextend too much, to not be too offensive. You know, just chilling, farming before I have my first items and before I will be able to carry the game. So, Garen is the superstar of this freaking gameplay. You will see why, and you will see why I'm so mad at this Garen. By the way, he's top 200 Garen on the European server. And he knows the champion itself very good. The champion mechanics, his champion mechanics is good, but his decision making is trash. It's garbage. He doesn't know what he does. I'm sorry my English, because I'm so nervous. Look, here will be the second mistake of Annie, because you don't want to overextend to the enemy jungle like this, because the enemy return from their base very fast in the early game, so you don't want to do this in early game, because you will be dead. And Annie already died 2 times, and this is only 2 minutes of the game. So see, this is a huge support diff. I'm sorry Annie again, but you need... I hope you watch this gameplay so you know your mistakes. Look, Garen just sitting in the jungle, I don't know, waiting for something miracle, or I don't know. What is he waiting for? He does not want to waste his time just by sitting in the jungle. He didn't even take their buff. He was just sitting there and waiting for I don't know why. And for. Okay. Here we will try to kill Lucian. I could have flashed and finished him off, but I didn't do it because I knew that Ashe has her ultimate and she would use it 100% like so when I will be close to the turret. So I predicted it and decided not to use my flash. And moreover, I need my flash because they have Warwick, and the only way for me to escape from the Warwick on the early game is with flash. Look again, Garen is sitting in the bush and he wanted to silence the Warwick and finish him off, but instead of silencing the Warwick, he silenced the minions. Remember when I was talking about his cool champion mechanics? I'm taking my words back. Because it was so rookie mistake. And it's not a mistake of a 200 top Garen of the server. Okay. So we continue in farming the lane, and yeah, I already have my collector, and here when everything will start to get interesting, because we will get the help from the, I think, Pantheon. I don't really remember what will happen next, but I will secure a couple of kills right now, of course with the help of my collector. By the way, Pantheon was playing not good as well. Look. This is the first kill with the collector. Boom. And this is the second kill with the collector, because Ashe, I don't know what she was thinking about here. Was her mistake, actually. She had to return to her turret and to farm off those minions. But anyway, when enemy makes mistakes, this is good for me, this is good for my team, so I can't complain here. We secured our dragon, which is amazing, because this Garen, this freaking Garen, he forgot from the middle game to the late game, he forgot that he's a jungler. He literally forgot, because he forgot to come to Barons, he forgot to come to Elder Dragons, he forgot to farm his stupid jungle, because he was... The only thing he was doing is split pushing the whole mid and late game. Ignoring the team fights, ignoring anything. By the way, here what I did, I will teach you a little bit of Jhin mechanics. So I waited for someone to hit Brand, and then I stunned him, rooted him with my second ability. Every time when somebody hit an enemy and you want to root him, you wait for somebody hit him, or you hit him and then you root him. This is a very simple thing. People sometimes hit this ability just like that, like I did here, but I did it in order to check if she's there. But you want to do this when somebody of your team or you, it's you yourself, hit an enemy, and then you rooted this enemy with your second ability. Like this. My grenade hit her and then I rooted her with my second ability. Very easy, easy peasy, I would say. She died of my Lotus, of my third ability, because this collector, this item is broken. The Jhin and the collector, as Hell's Devils said on his channel when he was super excited about this collector item, I watched his video about this. He was done right, because it's just overpowered on Jhin and on many other ADCs, by the way. Here Brand is trying to catch me, but I was too smart to be caught. Yeah. So guys, please, you should promise me that you will never pick Garen jungle. Please. Only if you play Garen jungle every time and you know what you're doing, only then you pick Garen jungle. But in any other scenario, please don't do this. Please. Garen is not a jungler. He is a solo laner. He is very good at pushing lanes. He is very good at split pushing, because he has everything in his disposal to do this. And here, in the middle game and in the late game, you will see how Garen and Volibear will switch their positions. Volibear will farm Garen's jungle and Garen will split push every lane. And he will completely forget about anything except for this. I just don't know what was he thinking of while he was doing this. It's just so freaking stupid. I have no words. Like right now, everything is going very good from our perspective. We're getting kills. We are even, you know, with gold, everything is great. But just watch this game. I don't want to make any spoilers. You just watch this game. If only I had one more teammate who would play decent, at least one support, for example, or mid laner. A good mid laner, not Pantheon. By the way, Pantheon mid, I don't know why. Why? So, he's a decent champion, but why mid? Go solo lane, go jungle, don't go mid. We just had a terrible pick. And here, why does Volibear do this? Maybe he thinks that if this is a new champion, he can do everything and he is invincible, but this is not the case. You don't go and fight 1 versus 4 as a Volibear. As nobody, you don't do this. And while we're dying, Garen is not wasting time. Instead of helping us in this team fight to then go and secure the dragon, he decides to split push solo lane with his stupid Rift Herald. But what you do, how you correctly do everything before the dragon, you first unleash this Rift, you capture Rift Herald, you unleash this Herald to the closest lane to you, to the dragon, either mid or dragon lane, and then you go with your team secure the dragon. You don't go, as a jungler especially, you don't go split push the lane with this herald. This is a brain dead decision. This is a stupid decision. And this Garen will make thousands of these stupid decisions in this game. Like here. Why would he do this? What's the point? Was it worth it? Was this blue buff worth it? Oh my god. You know, I was trying to help as much as I can to my team. And I was trying not to feed the enemy team because I died to the end. I will die only 4 times. And you will see how many times will die my teammates. Don't die just like that. Don't give them this gold. Don't give them this opportunity to get fed and get a lot of items and gold. This is stupid. Why is he doing this right now? He's fighting 1v1 against Fiora. You don't want to fight against Fiora, especially in the middle game like this. You can beat Fiora 1v9. So read the champion abilities before you play. This is the perfect situation, and I understand, but this is what you want to do when you go play games, especially ranked. By the way, here I bought Quicksilver enchant. I will show you this once again. I will rewind just a little bit. Here I helped him to kill Warwick. I helped her to kill Warwick, and then Ashe stunned me. But then I released myself with the Quicksilver enchant. I decided to go for this enchant in this game because I have just Ashe ultimate. And if she ults me, I will be dead instantly. So I decided to, instead of picking Stasis, I decided to pick this Quicksilver enchant. But usually I go for Stasis because it's the perfect thing for almost every ADC and every squishy champion. But in this particular case, if you are afraid of CC, you go for Quicksilver enchant. And again, but I think he will kill her right now. Yeah, he was just lucky because of the ultimate and everything. It was just on the right point. Yeah. If she didn't ult, I would be alive and everything would be just great. But unfortunately, Ashe was a good player. Hands down, she is a good player. And my support is far, far away from that Ashe. But anyway, just look what everybody is doing. Look what is Garen doing. He is... I don't know why is he on the mid. Can you tell me? Maybe I don't understand something. He has his jungle that he can farm we soon have the dragon in 4 seconds, which we will have to capture. And we also have the Baron, which doesn't have any wards on it. And this is his job as a jungler, to ward on objectives, to secure objectives. And he's not even close. You see, where is he? He's farming mid. I don't know what he's doing. What is this? It's master rank, guys. It's top 200 Garen on the server. He's running around the map. He's trying to split push every single lane. He forgot about his jungle at all. So everybody's farming his jungle right now. And I'm not an exception. He now went to the solo lane to split push. See? And while they are capturing the dragon. What the hell is this? Can anyone explain? Garen, if you're watching this video, hey, tell me why you were doing this. By the way, in the draft, I forgot to mention, in the draft, when we were picking our champions, I asked him to swap with me because I wanted to pick Jhin and he was not first pick, but you know, after first pick, after enemy first picked somebody, there are 2 picks of our team. And he was first and I was third to pick. And I asked him to swap with me because he wanted to pick Garen and I wanted to pick Jhin. What are the odds that they will pick Garen? And what are the odds that they will pick Jhin? So he refused to give me this swap. And luckily they didn't get the Jhin. Otherwise I just don't this Garen, he's just, I don't know, maybe he is 10. And this Ashe, look man, this is just... It's an awesome player. Not gonna lie. And what do we have? I already have my 3 core items. And I don't remember what I will build next, but I do remember that my last item will be the Guardian Angel. Because I don't have a freaking support here and I'm on my own. I don't have any other good teammates to help me, so the Guardian Angel was my choice here. Because usually I don't pick Guardian Angel. You know, I pick either Mortal Reminder or... how do you call this item? Oh my god. Lord Dominic's Regard. But this game, unfortunately, I couldn't do this. So Garen, again, he's just running across the map, doing I don't know what. Soon the Elder Dragon will be there. By the way, here Ashe did a great mistake. She overextended too much and yeah, of course, she got killed. So you don't do this, guys. If you're not Garen, Darius, Jax, or Olaf, or Atrox, you don't do this. You don't split push as a squishy champion, especially if you don't have any backup, you know, any support. And because of this, because of Ashe's mistake, we now will capture the Baron. Thankfully, but her teammates were, I bet they were very, very mad at her at this point. And by the way, Baron was captured by Pantheon. Did you see that? Not by Garen. He didn't even use Smite, I guess. Yeah, see? His Smite is not even used. You see this? He didn't even Smite. So, Garen, if you're watching this, please don't do this anymore. Don't pick jungle, Garen. Anymore. Don't pick jungle anymore. You are a very good split pusher. You cannot do anything except for split pushing. So you are a good solo laner. Go and play solo. By the way, did you see that? Ashe died because of my third ability. Because of the collector third ability. This character is crazy and very fun. And here, why was he doing this here? What was the point that Volibear went to the jungle, to the enemy jungle, and what was he trying to look for there? So guys, when you don't think like here, this was my first mistake that affected the game very much. This was my mistake that affected the game very much. And this was my third death. And you will see what will happen after my fourth death. It will be my last death, but you'll see. So guys, again, what I was saying is you need to always turn on your brain in order to think about things that you are doing, because everything you do in the game should have the point, the reason. If you just aimlessly go to the enemy jungle because you have nothing to do, it's stupid. Instead of this, farm the lanes. Look, maybe the jungler, for example, like here, he's just standing and waiting for anything. He has the whole jungle that he can farm. He can go and help us in the mid lane. Instead of this, he is just standing in the solo lane and waiting for the enemy to go away, or I cannot read his perfect mind. And here I will get 2 kills and we will push the turret right now while Garen died. And if he wouldn't be there right now, he would be with us, we would maybe successfully finish this game. Maybe even finish, because 2 of them are dead. But Garen decided to push solo lane. By the way, our duo lane, as you can see, is full of minions. So if you are pushing, if you decided to push, go to the lane that is not pushed. You know what I mean? Why you always go to the lane that doesn't have any turrets already? So no point in any movement that Garen does in this game. It's just everything is very stupid, aimless, and not a master rank. It's not master, it's platinum maybe, emerald maximum, but not master. Man, it's very bad. It's very, very bad. Oh man. Okay, so it's already 22nd minute and you'll see. I hate myself a little bit for what will happen next. But I was just so tired till this moment already, because at the 25th minute the turrets will start to burn, and that means that the game turned to very, very late and we need to finish. And they almost don't have any turrets at all. They only have 1 turret. This means that we have a great advantage. This means that one of them will always go back to the base and push those minions because they don't have any turrets. And we need to take this advantage. Look where Garen is. Look. We are fighting and he's pushing duo lane. Just look. You don't split push when your team is fighting. It doesn't work like this. You know, even in the game, there is a message. Don't fight, I'm split pushing. There is even a message. This is a hint for you guys. So you don't split push when your team is fighting. You don't split push on 23rd minute of the game. You don't split push when you have the Baron and the Elder Dragon spawned. And especially if you're a jungler. You don't split push if you're a freaking jungler, man. Garen, I hate you so much. And now he went to push dual lane. Despite that they... Oh my god, I even don't have any words. They captured the Baron and he went pushing the dual lane. What the heck? How is he supposed to push with the enemy team has this Baron buff? Oh. And now we don't have Garen. Their Fiora also not here, so we kinda even. And my ultimate was not perfect here, look what I did. My ultimate was not perfect, but I wanted to slow the Warwick. I could have finished the brand off, but I wanted to slow the Warwick. Maybe wanting them to kill him, or I don't know. It was just a very, very bad ultimate. We could have killed Brandon, maybe we could have done something useful. But anyway, we all made a lot of mistakes here, but as I said, the superstar of this game is Garen. How many mistakes he made is just unbelievable. You cannot do so many mistakes on this rank and being top 200 Garen on the server. Look now, the Elder Dragon is on. Everybody is fighting for the Elder Dragon. We have the opportunity to have an advantage because their Ashe is pushing the minions. And our Garen is doing I don't know what in the mid lane, in the enemy jungle. Why? We have an advantage. Come help the team, you're a freaking jungler. Secure the Elder Dragon and win the game. Why are you there? Just why are you there? Of course all of us were dead, because all of us were squishy, except of Pantheon, but Pantheon doesn't do anything useful. Volibear is not squishy, but Volibear is just stupid. Nobody knows how to play Ornn and Volibear good because they are new champions, you cannot rely on it. I'm not too hard on Volibear in this game. Because at least he wasn't making too many mistakes. But this Garen, top 200 Garen in the server. He's not a jungler, guys. As you can see, he's not a jungler. He's a solo laner. He's a split pusher. The only thing he can do is to split push. He don't participate in team fights. I'm sorry, doesn't. He doesn't participate in team fights. He doesn't secure objectives being a jungler. He go to enemy jungle for whatever reason, I don't know for what. While the enemy team has two buffs, Baron and Elder Dragon. So think before you do something, man. And here will be the stupidest mistakes of all, which I will do, is I will go and help Garen to split push. Because I thought maybe we can finish the game together. And they killed Volibear and they are pushing mid and we only have our Annie to protect our burning turret. And I want to help Garen, guys. And you see yourself what is happening here. Despite I will kill Brand, it will not help us. It will not help because Annie is... And of course we lost. So for those who were curious who will win this game, it was not us, it was them. With a huge gap of every role except for ADC, of course, as you can see. Because I'm the only one who was dealing damage. Well, Volibear also, but our mid laner, our Annie, she was kinda mage, but she didn't do anything to the enemy team. If this gameplay was useful for you and you've learned something from our mistakes, then please hit that like button, because you can't imagine how many nerve cells I lost during this game. Anyway, keep gaming, keep laughing, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Or in the Rift, who knows. Bye bye.